Welcome to Sector Hunter. My name's Tika Tawari, and over the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through all the different features on the Sector Hunter website. And what is Sector Hunter? Sector Hunter is really a deceptively simple yet very powerful automated trading tool. And what Sector Hunter attempts to do is get you into sectors that are on the verge of turning after being extremely oversold, or get you into sectors on the short side that are extremely overbought. And through a series of calculations, Sector Hunter figures this out for us and issues these different types of trade alerts. So here we are on the home page, and there are a couple of things that we can see right away. Here on the right hand side, we see the potential bullish sectors, and this lets us know that sectors, different sectors that are beginning to become interesting for Sector Hunter but aren't yet a buy. But these are areas that we might want to look at for potential buys coming up in the system. Now here in this neutral sectors, these are essentially sectors that Sector Hunter is pretty much ignoring. It doesn't mean that there isn't going to be activity in those sectors, but it means that the sector itself is really not close to putting in a Sector Hunter buy or close to putting in a Sector Hunter sell. We call it kind of a middling type of sector. Now here's the real juicy part right here, which is the latest sector alerts. Now on the front page, you're always going to see your most recent alerts, and when a new alert gets posted, you'll be immediately notified through your inbox. But then, again, if you don't have your email handy, you can always come to the Sector Hunter site, and here we'll see the date of the most recent alerts. So let's take a look right here. Here's an alert that came out, sector alert, banks. This is the most recent alert. This is a Sector Hunter buy that was issued on March 4th. And now let's say that this alert came into your inbox. It'll bring you back to this area right here. Now what Sector Hunter does is that, there are lots of different people that use the Sector Hunter system. Some people are professional traders or people that have very, very large trading accounts, and other people that have much smaller accounts. So what we wanted to do was really be able to appeal to as broad an audience as possible. So each individual Sector Hunter alert, for instance, this bank buy alert, Sector Hunter has gone positive on the bank sector, will give you 3 individual stock trades as well as 3 individual ETF trades. Now, the way Sector Hunter ranks which stocks to recommend, it's based upon the 6-month performance data. So the way these stocks and ETFs are listed here is on a buy, we'll list which stocks have performed the best relative to the other stocks in that sector. Now we go into much more detail about that in my ETF Master Trader course, and I'll be mentioning that a lot because I really think it's going to be extremely valuable for you. The lessons you'll learn in ETF Master Trader will absolutely guaranteed make you a better trader, and if you feel that they don't, feel free to send it back or cancel, and we'll give you your money back on that. But look, this isn't a ETF Master Trader pitch here, but this is something that I'll be talking about a lot. I think there's a lot of value going through the ETF Master Trader course. So anyway, let's get back to the alert. So here we have Citizens Holding Company. Over the last 6 months, it's the best performing bank stock out there. It's actually up 12.31%. The next one's Prudential Bank Corp, and the third is WVS Financial, which has actually been down. So typically what we'll do here is, we'll go with the best performing stock or the best performing ETF. And here we can see that the best performing ETF was really the one that was down the least, which was PJB, this PowerShares Dynamic Banking. Now, beneath that area right here, the trade alerts, there's even more information for you. For those of you that as you get more comfortable with the system, you want to do more of your research, you can see here all of the stocks that are in the banking sector that we cover. And you'll see here, this one of 40 means it's actually 40 pages of different stocks that you can go through. Again, we give you the ability to look at these stocks and rank them by their 6-month performance data. So you can go through here, you can get an idea of some other stocks that are in the sector. Excuse me. You can also do the same thing with the ETFs. Again, with the ETFs, what we've done, the way we selected them, is that once Sector Hunter has put in a buy, the system will automatically rank the ETFs by performance and will recommend the best performing ETFs. What we've seen consistently over Sector Hunter's run now, which has been well over a year, is that typically the best performing ETFs and the best performing stocks do the best as the group goes from this, very oversold, kind of hated place to then turning around. As we all know, sectors are very cyclical. What Sector Hunter does is it really puts that cyclicality to work for us. Again, I go into more of the nuts and bolts of how it does that in my ETF Master Trader program. So again, what have we got here? We've got a trade alert. We have our 3 recommended trades, our 3 recommended ETFs. From there, you can pick and choose which stock you want to get involved with. If you're looking for more information on the stock, we can simply click the symbol. And what that'll do is it'll bring up a line chart here for us. For those of you that are familiar with point and figure charting, you can open up a point and figure chart, get a look at the point and figure chart. But just as important, if you scroll down, you can get some fundamental data. Okay, so here in our recent headlines, you can pull up the recent headlines, what's been going on in the stock. You can pull that up. And here you'll also get your sector status. The sector status is bullish. The last alert was a buy. The last trade on the stock was 22.5, and your 6-month performance data up 12.3%, which for a bank stock in this environment is just remarkable relative performance. Now again, here on the right hand side, you're going to see all the related stocks that are in the group, and you're going to see all the related ETFs. And what's kind of neat about this is that the way ETFs are segmented right now, they're not necessarily segmented by sector the way that we segment them. You see, at Sector Hunter, we have 46 distinctive sectors, and what we've done is we've taken all the ETFs that are out there, mapped them directly to these sectors, and then created the sector alert system based on the program that I teach in ETF Master Trader. Now, if we want to go back to the sector, just simply click on back to the sector, and here we are back in the bank sector. On the right hand side, if we ever want to pull up a quote, that's easy enough to do. And then here we have all the different sectors that we cover. Now, what I'm going to show you here now is let's go back to the home page. And again, what you're going to see here on the home page is the very latest sector alerts on the front page. If you want to go deeper into the sector trade alerts, just simply click on sector alerts. And what this is going to do is list all of the current and past trade alerts that Sector Hunter has come out with. So here we have a bunch from March 4th, a bunch from March 3rd. And then now let me show you this here, the sector research page. This is kind of neat. What you can see here right off the bat is, and you can line up all the different sectors that we follow, and then you can check the status of those sectors right away. Now, typically what we're going to see here is we want to really focus our buys on those sectors that are showing a bullish sector status. These are the sectors that Sector Hunter is telling us that it's time to get long. Now, bullish potential simply means that these sectors are starting to move in the direction that's interesting to Sector Hunter. They're not there yet, but they're getting close, and they could be there soon. Now, bearish potential. Let me talk to you a little bit about the bearish alerts that Sector Hunter comes out with. And let's go to the past alert section and take a look at that. The way Sector Hunter is set up is that it will institute sell-side signals Very, very rarely. They will typically occur when a sector gets extremely overbought. Now, overbought essentially means that there's just a preponderance of optimism. The stocks are just really getting far ahead of themselves. Sector Hunter has figured out a way, and again, I talk about the details of that in ETF Master Trader, to identify when a sector has really gotten ahead of itself. And here are a few alerts that came out. For instance, back on January 12th, Machinery and Tools put in a Sector Hunter sell signal. And basically that was telling us, okay, yes, the sector is there's a lot of positive news about the sector, but there are things going on that the system has picked up on that is telling us, hey, it's time to start. Number one, taking some profits if you're long some stocks in the sector, but more importantly, it's time to put some shorts on. So here, Monday, January 12th. We got the sell alert, and typically the sell alerts are going to happen when a sector has been on a fair run. And if you remember, Machinery and Tools really had a good run in the last quarter of 2008. And Sector Hunter told us on January 12th, hey, it looks like the party's over. And here we can see just some of the action. Sector Hunter told us to go short PRN at 18 3/4. So the most recent close, it's 14 and a half. Told us to go short at 1360 on PHO. The most recent close is shade under 10 and a half. And then we see some stock action. It had us go short at Graham Corp at 1110. The stock is the most recent trade is 8 and a half. Metso Corp at 1170, now 983. Probably one of the biggest winners here was BUCY. Sector Hunter told us to go short at 1880. The most recent trade on the stock is 1233. So again, here's the point I want to hammer home. There are going to be times when Sector Hunter is extremely active. And there are going to be times where Sector Hunter is not so active. Now, this is a really important concept. You can't draw value from activity. You've got to draw your perception of value from the quality of activity. Remember, the beautiful part about Sector Hunter is that it's only going to tell you to take action when your chances of making money are highest, when the most amount of variables are in your favor. And that's the beauty of Sector Hunter. Now, right now, where we are today, Sector Hunter has been putting out a lot of buys, and for most people this is very counterintuitive. The market's falling apart. How can there be so many buy recommendations coming out of Sector Hunter? And the reason is that Sector Hunter is excellent at pinpointing what we call inflection points, essentially points in the market when either pessimism is too great or optimism is too great. And right now we're moving into one of those environments where pessimism is too great. Remember, the market and sector movements are cyclical. We swing like a massive pendulum from over optimism to over pessimism. And it's those swings, it's that meat in the sandwich, if you will, where we get to make money. That's where Sector Hunter lives. Sector Hunter is all about getting us into the sector when the pendulum overswings to the pessimism side, and getting us out of the sector when it overswings to the irrational, exuberant side. And that's the beauty of the system. Now, right off the bat, a lot of this can seem a little bit overwhelming. The first thing you see, oh my goodness, there's so many trades. Which one should I buy? What should I do? Should I buy them all? The first thing I want you to do is take a deep breath. I created Sector Hunter for you, to help you. Sector Hunter should be viewed as your private partner. The The organization that's going to help you achieve your financial dreams, whatever they are, whether it's short-term trading, whether it's providing retirement income, or really funding a long-term goal. Sector Hunter can help you do all of those things. And this is what I tell my ETF Master Trader people. I say, you've kind of got all this information, you've gone through the course, the temptation is going to be strong to just kind of go in there and kind of go nuts and go crazy, and you see the track record and how much money that's been made. And what I tell everybody is, you know what? Take your time. There are a lot of new concepts that you're going to get exposed to as you work through the Sector Hunter system. Usually I have people start paper trading a little bit, just to really kind of start getting the hang of how the system works and how it moves forward and how reliable the signals are. And I'll tell you this, given the current market environment that we're in, what we found, because we are in a bear market right now, is that the sell alerts have just been absolutely on the money. They've just been so incredibly successful. Now, so have our buy alerts too. But what I'm saying here is that if you're a little cautious, you're not sure what to do, you like this, what I'm saying is, hey, take that pressure off your shoulders. No one's sitting there saying, oh, you've got to do this right now and you've got to do that. Take your time. The principles behind Sector Hunter work in any market. Good market, bad market, sideways market, quiet market. Why? Because Sector Hunter is all about sectors. It's not about indexes. It's not about, well, what does the Dow do today? What does the S&P do today? Because regardless of what the Dow and the S&P does, the 46 sectors are always going to be moving. There's always going to be a series of sectors that are either moving into a buying range or moving into a selling range. So take that pressure off yourself. You've made an excellent decision to get involved with Sector Hunter. I'll tell you again, if you are not an ETF Master Trader member yet, do that. Get ETF Master Trader. It is going to take your trading to another level. It's going to add another level of profit making ability through the Sector Hunter system. It's absolutely going to change the way you look at the investment world. So, look, again, take your time, go through the system, ask questions, send in emails. We're here to help you in any way that we can. We want you to get the absolute best out of this system.